Welcome to Euro Truck Simulator. Now, recently I made a video where I started a new game and I got hired on as a truck driver at a company, and I wrecked 2 3-liter trucks and all that kind of stuff. But since then I received, well, offline I did a couple of more routes and delivered a few more things, and I happened to get an email from the bank saying that that they were going to loan me some money to buy my own truck. So, that being the case, it's time to spend some money. So let's head to the bank. We'll take out a loan. Okay, and then let's go to the truck dealer. I want to get a Scania. There's one right there. Let's visit him. Now, since I'm only level 3, there's only certain trucks I can get. I think there's 2 to start with. One's just a little bit more expensive than the other, but you usually pick one up for about 100 grand. So I'm going to have a little extra money from the bank, but that's okay. You know, I can get me started. I can maybe buy another truck after a load or 2 and hire a driver. So there's this green one. It's a Scania normal, and it sells for $109,000. Now, over here you've got this one, which is the Scania Streamline normal, and it's got a little bit bigger engine in it, and it's of course a little bit more money. So we're going to customize this. There's not a whole lot of customization we can do on it, and I don't want to do too much anyway. Right now I just want to make some money. So with the cabin you have no options. With the chassis we have no options. With the engine we do have an option. And so we're going to pop up to this 420. And then with the transmission, we can either get this one or we can get this one. I think this one has the engine retarder on it. That's the only difference between these two. And for 6 grand, I think I'll go ahead and get that. On the inside, no options. The outside, there's several options. First of all, I'm going to get the white, just because. And we're going to take a look at this. Let's see. I already have that. The Titan is... Huh. Oh, that's that over there. Okay. I think I'm just going to kind of leave these for now, and I'll make some changes later on. I don't want to use up all my money because I'd like to buy another truck, and so then the accessories, there's not much we can do with that. I don't think there's a whole lot we can do, and not too bad a truck. So alright, so let's go ahead and confirm that we went from 124 euros to 132. And confirm that and purchase this rig. Cool, our first truck. Exciting. And there it is. I kind of like the sides, you know, between the axles. Kind of cool. Yeah, it's pretty standard, but it'll do the job until we can upgrade it and all that kind of stuff. And here's our garage. Now remember, we got the cheap beat up garage, but at least it's got a truck in it now. So alright, let's start this thing up. Let's see, is the parking brake on? Yeah, it is now. Okay, so we need to get a job though. So let's go out and get a job. Job market, world map. And we have our own truck now, so we don't need to worry about this. We can earn money, and it's our own company. And where do we want to go? Let's make the first voyage in the truck a short one. And that's too long. Where are we anyway? Oh, we're in Hanover. I don't know if that matters or not. Is there anything in Hanover? Let's go with location. Origin. Okay. Dover. We're going to go origin. I guess it doesn't matter. H is halfway through the alphabet. So we're looking for Hanover. Hanover. Okay, so we have this one. No, wait a minute. What did I do wrong? Boy, that was a short. Look at that one. That's a short drive. Doesn't pay much. It's Hanover to Hanover. Hey, just for fun, let's just do that one. That'll get us started. Take a break off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drive a little more careful now that it's my truck. Wasn't too worried when I was driving for somebody else, but now this is my money. My money. The last trip I made offline was to England. I had to take a ferry, and oh, I got really messed up driving on the wrong side of the road over there. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing? Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm in the road. Wow, that was close. Okay, I want to get my mirrors. Okay, we got this one to pick up to go there, or this one to go there. So we want to go to Germany or the Netherlands. Let's go down that way. It pays a little bit more money. Take that job. Okay, I want to show you something that always bothers me when I watch other people play this game. And some of them have played an awful lot and consider themselves to be professionals, and that's okay. They drive really well, probably better than I do. But I've never seen a truck driver, a professional truck driver, look out the window like this to back up. They use their mirrors. And I've seen so many people that play this game that's how they back up, is they look behind them, out the window. They have to hang your head out the window to back up. That's not right. They should be using their mirrors, and that's because that's what professional drivers do. That's why you have them. Just a little pet peeve. Okay, let's see. We'll take off. We've got our trailer. And head to Germany. I guess we're in Germany, but just gonna go south. Okay, so we need to go to the right, and of course there's traffic up to Yin Yang, and more coming. May have to make it, just make our way out. I guess I could put my turn signal on. Obey all the rules of the road. Oh, now he hit me. There was nobody coming. That's not right. Well, at least I didn't do any damage. That wasn't right. I looked. There was nobody coming. He just whammed me. Yeah, that's right. Look what he's doing. Okay, I didn't hit him that time. Oh, that's not right. I'm going to call a wambulance. Yeah, I know. Just call me Whiner. Whiner the driver. But right's right. That wasn't right. Especially the second charge I got. Yeah, they knew I got a bank loan, that's why. Yeah, I gotta get used to this truck. It's different than the ones I was driving as a hired hand. I just like the way the Scanias drive, though. In my other game, I drove quite a few trucks, and I just always kind of stuck with the Scanias. I would buy, when I got the money, I would buy the Majestic, which is the Mercedes-Benz, and I'd drive it for a while, and it wasn't too bad, and I'd beef it up, fix it all up, and then I'd give it to one of my drivers and buy another one, another truck. And so, like, I'd buy a DAF or a MAN. Oh, I think I even tried. I didn't mind the Volvos; they weren't too bad. I even tried a Renault. I didn't like those at all. But I always came back to the Scanias. But I had all the trucks because I would, like I said, I'd beef them up and get them all accessorized, and then I'd pass them on to one of my drivers and trade theirs in for a new truck for me. And yeah, I tried them all, and they weren't too bad. The Mans drove okay. They're kind of, you know, I don't know. The Volvos were not bad. I didn't mind Volvo. I don't think I drove the Majestic all that much just because it's supposed to say Mercedes-Benz. But I got to remember that I took the speed control thing off, so I better stay in here now. I took the speed control off so I can drive as fast as I want to now. So I gotta be careful, so I'm gonna get tickets like you wouldn't believe. One thing I didn't check is I didn't check to see if I put realistic sleep and realistic fuel on. I can't remember whether I engaged that or not. But if you're going to be, you know, immersive, you should do that. Let me see. I don't know. I didn't mean to go to the map. Okay, options, gameplay. Okay, realistic fuel consumption is checked. Online news is checked. Automatic retarder is checked. Air brake simulators checked. What else was it I was looking for? Sleep, was it? Yeah, with sleep. The rain probability, I can't remember. I think if this is low and that's high, I don't like the rain. Okay, fatigue simulation is on, so we're good to go. All right, so let's go back to driving. Hope we're still on the road. Got to get used to the sensitivity of this wheel that I'm using. So I have it set right now, split. It'll go 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, or 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. And you can do them all if you want to just keep pushing the button. You can go 1 to 2. What I did in the last games, I had a split like that. You can do it any way you want. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then split it to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, or you can split it the way I've got it split, and then there's a third one. But what I used to do is if I had kind of a light load, I would leave it to where it was 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. If it's a little heavier load, then I would use the first gear, third, fifth, seventh, and sometimes if you're like getting ready to do a hill, you can switch it and actually go, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 gear. Yeah, it looks like a nice day for a drive. Gotta love that, especially on my maiden voyage with my new truck, which I've already wrecked, but at least I didn't get any damage. Yeah, there's no damage to me or the trailer, which is a good thing, so I shouldn't be penalized. Yeah, it looks like I better get over. Got a turn coming up, looks like. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Yeah, I shouldn't have got over. I should not have gotten over. That's one of the things I have to get used to is the right lane just disappears on the overpasses and stuff, so you gotta kind of stay in the middle lane, or at least close enough you can get into it real quickly, or you miss turns. And I'm relying on the GPS because they're accurate 100%. I got to get used to this game again. It's you know, first part of this trip, I just realized that I've got a death grip on the wheel, and that's not good because every little breath you take kind of moves the wheel around. So I got to get used to having a light, easy grip on the wheel and just take it easy, little small moves. Yeah, I haven't, like I say, this is the first time I played this game in over a year. So there's been a few changes. They've changed the AI of the cars and stuff. They're supposed to be smarter and more realistic. And we'll see, because that guy that hit me didn't seem like he was, you know, it's like he didn't even see me there. He's going to try to drive through me. Well, that wasn't right. I bet there's a camera here. Sometimes there's cameras in the tunnels. And some countries are big on cameras, bigger than others. I can't remember. I don't think Germany is, but some of the countries are real big on those speed cameras. Yeah, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. That's pretty. Stay on the road, stay on the road. between the lines. Stay between the lines. Now, what did that sign say? It was a no-no about something. I have only a couple mods installed right now. I had a bunch of them before, but they kind of all broke, and they've had to be updated. I have the Pro mod installed, which gives me, you know, the northern countries, Switzerland, Sweden, and up above there. And I better get over here. I also have one that adds real life trailer logos. And I want to find another one where the profile pictures are real life, because those profile pictures are kind of homely. Whoop, missed that one. I have my gear shift at just a slight angle for some reason. It throws me off just a little bit. My workstation I have in front of me is kind of rounded, so I sit into the desk so that on my left and my right there's a workspace. That way I can set up more than one monitor, and I just have to turn my head to the left or right. But that being said, the way I have this set up right now, the gear shift is kind of right in the start of a curve. So next time I set it up, and my goal is to set it up separately. I'm gonna buy a new gaming computer, but I'm also going to, I've got parts from an old, not an old computer, but a computer that, things that I've upgraded on the computer I have that were still good. You know, they just were a couple years old. The graphics card, I bought a new CPU for this and found out later that it was the wrong one. And when I went to check into it, which I thought I had done, but I must have read something wrong. But at any rate, what I found out was that the CPU I have in here is about as good as I can get for this motherboard and everything, this setup that I have. And the computer expert that I talked to, you know, he said, you know, this I wouldn't worry about it. He said, you should be able to play anything you want to, you know, and I have been able to do that. If I play, say, Skyrim, I've got like 120 mods on Skyrim, and playing it's not too bad. I don't have too much of a problem. If I try to record in 1080p, that's when I run into the problem. The graphics card will play it, but the CPU's just not quite got it in it with all those mods. So, but at any rate, so I have this CPU. Well, I've got a power supply that I had upgraded, so I've got a good power supply. What are you gonna do, buddy? And I've got the two graphics cards that I took out of this and replaced. They're both NVIDIA, and you can hook them up using Sly. And I have also I've got well, the CPU. Let's see, what else have I got? I've got a DVD player. I've got the RAM. That's important. Got the RAM, but that's cheap nowadays anyway. Basically, I guess what I should say is what I don't have. Only thing I need is a newer model case and a motherboard. So, oh, and the most important thing, well, it's not most important to me, but it's important because I can't use the computer without it. A copy of Windows. Now, the only good news about that is that Windows now only supports Windows 8. So when I went online to look for Windows 7, it says beware, be warned, you know, skull and crossbones. Windows no longer supports Windows 7. I mean, Microsoft no longer supports Windows 7. You know, you should be getting Windows 8. But that being said, the prices are down. You know, for I think $70, I can get a copy of Windows 7, and at 64, you know, 64-bit copy. So that's not too bad. So I found a motherboard for $45 that is pretty decent. It's got quite a few PCI slots in it and that kind of thing, and it's got room for up to 32 gigabyte of RAM. That's pretty good. Got a couple of drive bays, so if I want to put an extra hard drive in or two. Oh, actually I forgot to tell you, I already have a hard drive too, and that hard drive came out of an old computer, and it may have Windows on it. I just don't know what version. So I'll have to check that out. But I can make a good little computer, I think, out of that. And if nothing else, I can use it to render my videos. But I may be able to hook this thing up to it, so that if that's the case, my workstation's pretty good size. It's 8 foot long. So I could hook this thing up on the end of it and never have to take the wheel and the stuff down, which would be kind of handy, because right now, oh look, that is cool. That's the only thing I wish would happen in this, well, in this game, is that you could get out and go visit stuff on your off time when you're not on duty. That you could pull over and, you know, maybe have a car or a truck at your shop, at one of your shops, and just drive around town. That'd be so fun. But, you know, I guess it's a truck simulator, not a driving around town simulator. We're in Europe, man. I'd like to see Europe. It's not like I'm going to go over there for anytime soon. Yeah, about the only problem I have with this game, and it's not the game's fault, it's me, is the nighttime driving. In real life, I have a little bit of what they call night blindness. If there's low light, I can't see very well. So if I go outside at night, I just can't see where I'm stepping, and, you know, I don't drive at night. I let my wife drive at night. Well, I shouldn't say I don't. If I had the choice and we're going together, I let her drive at night. But yeah, I drive at night, and it's not severe. It's just that I just don't see well in the dark. For example, when we go to a movie theater and the movie's already started, and if there isn't anything real bright on the screen to light your way, I have to have her kind of lead me into a seat. It's kind of funny because my 5-year-old, I just had my eyes checked, and they put that stuff in your eyes to dilate them, you know. And I told her, I said, I'm going to go in there and they're going to put some stuff in my eyes, and they're gonna this medicine, and when I come out, I'm going to have to put dark glasses on. I won't be able to see. So they put the stuff in my eyes, and they told me, okay, go out and wait in the waiting room until until your eyes dilate. Then we're going to bring you in here and take some photographs of your retina. Okay, so I walk out in the waiting room. There's my 5-year-old, and she gets up off her chair and she says, and she's waving her arms in front of me, and, you know, can you see me? Can you see me? It's so funny. I was, yeah, honey, I can see you. Well, she says, I'm going to be your seeing eye daughter. Okay, lead me around. Just don't eat all the dog biscuits. Let's take a look at the map, see where we're at. Hey, we're almost there. Strasbourg. Yeah, we're getting close. This is what the Pro Mods does. It gives you all this northern part here. You had England, then they had going east, which added all this over here, Poland and stuff, and then that's all. This is all part of the game. Originally, you just had this kind of in here and up into there, and then Pro Mods expanded that up into. You can go all the way to Helsinki and these places up yonder. The cool thing is someplace up here. Let's see, there's ProSpeed, IKEA. Look, right here. Right here, there's a Scania dealership. A Scania dealership is cool. And then there's actually a race or a test track you can go to. So that's kind of cool. I've never done it, but I drove by it once, but I never went into test track. Look, farming simulator. Whoa, stay on the road. Somebody's making hay. There's a new truck for you. Here, just drop that off in my garage. Yeah, got my first truck. Can't wait to get my first driver now. I gotta buy a second truck. Alright, I gotta make sure there's no speed cameras here. It's kind of funny. I don't know how the AI works, but you know, you get to where you're looking for a new car, and okay, you're in the market, and let's say you decide, well, you know what, I'd like to look at a Volkswagen Beetle, and then all of a sudden, as soon as you make that decision, you're driving through town and you see Volkswagen Beetles everywhere, and you think, that's weird, why didn't I see them before? Well, you weren't looking for one then. But anyway, it's kind of the same thing in this game. It's like the AI is kind of weird. Now, I'm not quite sure if it still is, because supposedly they fixed it. But in the other version, and I may be all wet with this notion, but it seemed to me like if I was driving a Scania, a Topliner or something like that, it seemed like every other truck I saw was a Scania. But, you know, like I say, I might be all wet. We should be getting pretty close. So like I said, I'm going to just make a quick run this time, test out the new truck. All excited about that. And then the next episode, what we'll do is we'll make a little bit longer run. You know, every time you level, you get to increase your skills, and I try to keep them, right or wrong. Oh yeah, sure. Now I'm getting tired. Right or wrong, I try to keep them pretty level, and what I mean by that is I'll take one, take another, instead of, you know, building one skill up to the top. Now, I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's the way I do it. And so I have one in, I think, fragile loads. I've got 1 point in long distance, I believe, and then I've got, I think, one in heavy loads. Stuttgart. All right, let's get over, because I think we're going to have to. Just in time, too. I'm getting sleepy. I think I hit the wrong gear on that one again. Okay, we're heading this way. Yeah, I know. Knock it off. You're making me tired. There were times when I was driving this truck, I liked it so much. I had so much fun. I mean, this game, that I'd be sitting in the middle of the night, and he'd yawn and I'd yawn. Game would yawn, I'd yawn again. Pretty soon, he's nodding off, I'm nodding off. Yeah, I definitely have to realign this this gear shift knob because it's at an angle and I keep hitting the wrong gear. And let's see. Am I turning left? Can't tell yet. GPS doesn't really show me, but I think I'm staying to the left. Stuttgart discovered. Alright, don't start blacking out on me yet. Okay, go man, go. What are you waiting for, Christmas? Okay, looks like we're just up here on the left. Is this it? I think this is it. Yep, there we are. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dang. That was close. Okay, so now this is what I was saying. This is my pet peeve. I saw so many people back their trailers up by hanging their head out the window. Yeah, you'll get to rest here pretty quick. Give me a break. Okay, now use the mirrors. That's what they're for. Now, and again, don't get me wrong. I've seen people that do this, hang their head out the window, that do a much better job driving the truck than I do, and in the game. But that's what the mirrors are for. All right, excelente. Made a little bit of money on that. Cost me a couple tickets, but that's the way it goes. And I'm up to level 4. And let's see. Yeah, I had long distance, high value, and fragile. So high value. It wasn't a heavy load. It was high value. I don't know if there is a heavy load. Just-in-time delivery. I got to start up here because I want to be able to get all of these placards. But for the time being, if I remember right, you made a lot of money on the long distance stuff. So I'm rank 1. I'm looking at rank 2. Deliveries up to 621 miles. 10% higher reward. Now, the high value is 10% higher reward, 5% increase for a high value delivery. Fragile is 10% higher reward, 5% for delivering a fragile cargo. And I don't know about this. I can wait on that. These are the 3 that I like to get right away. And then maybe once I've got a couple of these, I start working on these. But see, we get 10% higher reward on distance. So I'm going to take the distance. All right. Oh, don't shut off on me. I don't think there's any place to sleep here. You want to sleep. You want to sleep before you pick up a load, because there's time limits on the loads. So there's a rest spot over there and over there. So we're gonna find a place to rest, and then we're gonna call this an episode. Whoa, drives different without the trailer, that's for sure. Oh, I wanted to be in that lane too. There's nobody behind me. Was that cheaty or what? Is that a truck dealer over there? A majestic truck dealer. I'm just gonna pull in here for now. Let's see. They don't have any trucks. Usually there's trucks parked out here. Okay. Let's set the handbrake. Turn the engine off, or neutral. Okay, with that, we're calling it an episode, and when I come back, we'll take another trip someplace. Maybe a little bit longer next time. And until then, I wish you all a good day.